Today's episode is brought to you by Domain.com.
Almost to laugh at how you're about to kill him. And action.
Well, sir, you and your leg are going to be just fine.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Welcome to part 3 of the behind the scenes of Real Gone. I'm the writer and director of Real Gone, Seth Worley. Today we're diving into day 3.
We're here at the clinic that we're filming the hospital room scenes in, and we wrote the gag for the window for him to get up and jump out the window. It's one of people's favorite gags in the script, but we couldn't find a hospital room with a window, not to mention one that opens that's on the bottom floor he could jump out of. So our solution right now is to simulate window light off screen, have Darren get up, walk off screen, and then we cut to a shot of him going out a window that we'll find later on. But right now, we're gonna try something. It may not work, but I noticed this right here. They've simulated blinds on the window, on the wall, like a shadow of blinds. And I might be able, digitally, to have him, and I might not, it might not work, but have him actually get up off the bed, walk toward off screen, and see his shadow on the window, and see the blinds shadow go up, and then see him in shadow light, his shadow jump out the window. So get down off, Darren. And if you could, don't go too far back, stay right up against the apple box. Lower yourself. There you go, so you come up into the shadow. And try it. Can you come up and then maybe up, down? And action.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Cut, great.
Started the day off shooting at the hospital location, which was actually a clinic in Brentwood, Tennessee. We were in a pretty confined space, but my storyboards had actually already called for the whole thing to be shot from one angle. I chose that for comic reasons. I thought the repetition of seeing the same shot over and over through all of Darren's failed attempts to kill himself was the funniest way to treat the scene.
Alive, living, live, life.
But while this clinic was letting us shoot there, they had to keep, being a clinic. So out of respect, we really couldn't have Darren scream, which is unfortunate because one of the biggest gags of the scene is when Darren just loses his crap and starts throwing everything and destroying the room. So our solution was we recorded Darren destroying the room, but he was basically whisper screaming the entire time. Do this! Then we planned for later in the day to record Darren screaming. So once we were done at the clinic, we moved on to the fire scene. This was the scene that I was the most worried about. I was worried about it because we needed the time to get it done, and I knew we probably didn't have the time to get it done the way it needed to get done. We were also going to be compositing fire into the windows, and so since that was a pretty visual effects heavy thing, I knew we needed to make sure we didn't rush through this and leave without getting all the plates that we needed. We also had 2 ambulances. The problem is, as a director, when you've got 2 ambulances across the street waiting on you, it can be a little nerve-wracking.
Ryan, if you can hear me, now I'm stressed. Just a little worried. Running out of time.
When we weren't falling behind because of anything going wrong, it was because our schedule was just so tightly packed. But because Chris and I made sure that we had pre-production meetings ahead of time and had planned through this entire sequence, we were able to push through this stressful time and get everything we needed done. First shot called for a dolly kind of creep around, but Chris actually added a really cool dynamic movement around it where we came around Darren. We accomplished that shot using the Kessler shuttle pod. We were able to extend it out as long as we needed to get the dolly shot that we needed.
I imagine he's coming out kind of like, he's on the crutch, so he's like, comes out and comes over, I want him to cross to left of frame. Okay. And I was thinking we could do a move, find him there, have him come around left of frame and find it there. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's literally, you've already turned the corner, you're standing right here and looking up, and it's literally you'll look and I'll tell you when, and you'll kind of like coming around and look. I think it's, you don't look around yet. It's more coming around to get a better view of the fire and to get further away from it.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll figure out what marks though. Okay. Honestly, the real reason you're moving is for pure visual purposes.
Right,
yeah.
I know you, Seth. Copy.
I love unmotivated movement and, and actions. All right, ready? And action!
And 1, and 2, and 3.
Cut, back to 1, do it again. Oh, that was good too. Huh? No, I just want to make sure we get one. I get a couple versions in case fog looks weird in one. And action!
And 2, and
Nice.
that may have been my best one.
That was everyone's best one. Cut. That was fantastic. It's going really well. We had our first 2 shots on the shuttle pod, and now we're gonna going handheld to try to give the thing a more realistic, visceral look. We think a lot of the sequence is gonna feel more believable if we do some stuff handheld. As cliche as it sounds, in my experience, it really is true. What's interesting about the fog is the wind has changed. Every single time we put the fog machine here, we need it to blow this way, the wind moves this way. Move it here, wind moves this way. It's ridiculous. But I brought a leaf blower with me, which I believe is a rule of Ryan Connolly's, is to always invest in a very good leaf blower for visual effects. And it's true, I have a cordless one that I'll happily accept sponsorship from Ryobi for their wireless leaf blower. We brought it out here. I brought it to use for a shot later where he tears up the envelope and lets it scatter, but ended up using great for the fog. So. Leaf blower.
We eventually filled that stairwell with fog, which looked amazing.
I could just add the smoke later, or I can add it now. Or they can. So that's what they're doing. Well, my idea was you drop it in the door frame when you go in to get her.
Oh, and where is that? Are y'all gonna be filming from inside?
Yeah. This shot, you like run up to the door, get up here, open it, and you open it. You're like. And you head in to listen. And then we'll in a second get a shot up here.
Okay.
But then staying in this frame, in the same shot we're shooting, you come up, when you listen, but then I'll tell you took a big gulp of smoke and you're just like, you cough down here.
Okay.
And then so you hear a shot and you'll come down, put that there, and then come up and drop. Oh, I think it's cooler if you chuck it.
Just make the decision.
Let's do it after you put the envelope down there though, not in the shot.
Yeah.
Not yet, okay?
Okay.
All right, everybody ready? All right, run up to here. You hear the screams. Look at the door. You see the door. Run to the door. And you open it, and the smoke comes out. And you listen. You listen. Cough, cough, cough. Big cough. Get your head out of there. Cough. Chris, move up toward his face. Move up under him. All right, look around. There's nobody here. So you see the car. Do it. Go put the envelope in the car. Screw that crutch. Throw it. Get it out of there. Get in there. Let the door shut, Chris. That's awesome. Nice. Cut.
If you're an entrepreneur, an innovator, or an inventor of any kind, domain.com is the place to go for your next great idea. They have a list of 200 plus domain extensions, and that list is growing all the time. Extensions like .ninja, .nyc, .cc, .expert, .club, and so on. And we can save you money by using the coupon code FilmRiot at checkout. You get 20% off your domain names, web hosting, and email. So when you're thinking domain names, think domain.com.
Scattering some plastic. It's from a poster frame. I just took the plastic out, cut up some pieces and shards, put them in a Ziploc bag, and smashed them with a hammer, and now we have shard glass. 3, 2, 1, now!
It felt a little weird that he ran out.
Let's go!
He's alive! Get the hell out of here!
Looking back, I can't imagine how we would have gotten this great of a footage without actually having ambulances on site. Finally, we finished up and moved on to our own producer Ann Fogerty's apartment to shoot the pool scene.
It's already freezing.
I'm gonna. Sorry, I've tried not to be a bitch on set the whole time, but now I'm gonna be a little.
You can be.
You can be, just know you're on camera.
No.
Just know that I told you I couldn't pay you.
It's true. It's true. I'm gonna get $0
And I sent
for
you
this.
3 drafts of the script that all included this scene prior.
Action.
Cut! Get out.
Then we moved on to Ann's garage. The way Chris lit the garage scene is so wonderfully disgusting. It's probably my favorite looking scene from the film.
All right, ready? Ready. Action. And cut. That was it. I love it. Camera crew, you're wrapped. You're done. Get the hell out of here. Now get the hell out. So we're wrapped. This was hands down the best crew I've ever worked with. Chris assembled the majority of the crew. Most of them are guys he's worked with before. I've worked with a few of them before, but man, they are just unbelievably, just a well-oiled machine. And like not only did I have fun on this shoot, but we made something I feel like I'm going to be exceptionally proud of. At the end of a shoot, you're filled with adrenaline. You're either filled with complete dread and self-hatred, or you're filled with adrenaline and excitement, or both. Now we move to post, which that's the lonely time.
The Real Gone digital download, it's available in the Triune store now. It includes an HD digital copy of the film featuring some exclusive music by Ben Worley, not featured in the official release. As a director commentary,
It's not actually glass. What it is these.
it's got a visual effects breakdown. It has an on-set experience.
When you have ambulances waiting on you, that's when you start to feel anxious.
It's not just a supercut of all these episodes you've already seen. It's literally an hour and 10-minute long documentary of our shoot, and it's basically filmmaking porn, starring me. So it's, everything you ever asked for. There's also ungraded footage from the film for you to mess with, a digital copy of the shooting script featuring stuff that ended up not making it into the film, and a digital copy of the soundtrack by Ben. Trust me, you want this. Just go get it now.